Hey everyone, welcome back. So today is going to be a palette video, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to call this, but this is kind of like the best and worst palettes that I've used lately. The ones that I like, I've been using constantly, and then I have a few of, I'm going to move this back. So some of them are total crap, and the others just, I don't really feel like are worth the money. With this Sleek palette from Sleek. Highlighting palette in HOSTESS. I am absolutely obsessed with this palette. Three powder colors and one cream. And when you get it, it kind of tells you which powder is meant for which part of your face, which honestly, I just use the powders however I want to. Today I'm wearing this beautiful lavender color, and I basically wanted this palette just for this lavender shade. It's stunning. It's really pigmented. It adds like the prettiest glow to your cheeks without settling into like fine lines and pores and kind of accentuating some rough texture which sometimes I do find, like I love a highlighter, but it will like settle into like my rough areas. Extremely cheap. I think it was around $20. And it's a great highlighting palette. I've been using this constantly, and it is the Cheekathon by Benefit. This is a limited edition palette, 100% worth the money. I think it's what, 50 or 60 bucks, and you get 5 full-size products in here. So you get a full-size bronzer and then 4 blushes. I've been using this constantly, and I absolutely love it. Today, I think I mixed Dandelion and Rockateur as my cheek color. I just think that this is like totally worth it. You have to be careful though, because this sucker pops out. I don't know if it's supposed to do that, but when I took it out of the thing, it like fell over. One of the best palettes for your money on the market. I would not hesitate to buy that one because I absolutely love it. This is the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly. Out of all of the releases that they are doing this year, I know they had like a sweet peach palette that actually didn't, surprisingly, like tickle my fancy at all. If you love warm toned eyeshadow palettes, this is something that you need. It's not even that expensive. I think these are $35. Every single color in here is packed with pigment. It's a beautiful warm eye look, especially for the summer. I absolutely freaking love this palette. There's like not a dud in here. Sometimes when I get these Too Faced palettes, there's like 1 or 2 colors that aren't very pigmented. All of these colors in here are extremely pigmented. I'm sorry, I think this palette is 100% worth it. That being said, I've been using this constantly as well, which is the Natural Mattes palette. This, if you like matte eye looks and you want something that is pretty affordable, this is where to go. Warm, neutral, and cool tones in here. And oh my gosh, like today I think I'm wearing Straplish and Cashmere Bunny like in the crease. I just kind of mixed things today. It's such a good palette. Using surprisingly a ton is the Makeup Geek, the Manny MUA palette. This is a little bit on the pricey side, I would say, but you do get 9 full-size shadows in here. Shade Mars. I wish they made this into like a single, which I bet that they will eventually. I've been using in my crease and outer corner. It just like is such a stunning, unique color. And I think you can pre-order this, so I will put the link below if you are wanting to grab a hold of this, because this sold out so super quick. But I've been using this like a ton actually. Like the 3 colors I feel like I've been using are Luna, which is exclusive to this palette. That's a foiled shadow. Beaches and Cream, Sora I've been using a lot, and then Mars. Like constantly. I don't know, I think that palette is totally worth it. I absolutely love it. This is probably the most expensive palette that's in this video, and it's the By Terry Sun Designer. This is also a limited edition product, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I think just the quality alone is worth it. Very velvety, buttery, smooth texture, so it's almost feels like you're working with cream products, even though they're powder. So I would grab this if you can. I mean, I've been using it constantly as a bronzer, and I really, really like it. Is my last one that I've been using, and it's actually surprising because it's the one that I didn't want out of all of the Natasha Denona palettes. Like, it was kind of like the underdog for me, and I've been using it the most, and that is number 5. Oh, these shades are so pretty. So I think it's like you've got 2 peachy warm colors, a couple of gray cool, and then kind of like this neutral silvery shade, which I feel like you find it a lot of times in her palettes. And if you've never owned one of these, I am telling you, They are the most buttery smooth, easy to work with palettes I've ever used in my life. And this one I've been wearing a ton. I've been grabbing these two colors and mixing them and putting them on my lid. This shade right here you could probably use as a really frosty blush if you wanted to, but it makes a beautiful lid color. So I don't know, I've just been wearing it a lot, and I've kind of it's been the one I've been grabbing for the most. Okay, so now let's get to the Debbie Downers, because this is just my opinion, by the way. So the first one I want to start out with, the Nuance by Selma Hayek palette. This is like her cool toned Endless Effects Smoke Signals eyeshadow collection. And I don't know if this is new or if this is kind of old news. This was sent to me by the company, and I have to tell you that I did not like this at all. It was really hard to work with. All of the shadows are really drying, so when you're trying to blend it and when you're trying to kind of work the shadows together, it's extremely hard and patchy, extremely patchy. So it's like 1 out of 6 you get a good color, and that's just not worth the money for me. So maybe this one isn't good, but others are. I just did not care for it at all. And this is one where the shadows are good, and I actually like this quad, but as a whole, it's not worth it. It's the Chanel quads, basically. You get 4 really glittery colors in here. Out of all of the ones that they launched, this one I feel is the most unique, which is to say Venetian, and it was the one that's the most popular for good reason, because all of the colors in here are really unique, and it's really fun to work with because they're just gorgeous. I just don't think that I would purchase any more of these myself, because I don't think that they're worth the money. I think this is like $60 or $70, and that is ridiculous for 4 glittery shadows. I mean, you can use them wet or dry, like big flip and whoop. This quad from Gucci is the Crystal Copper quad, and I do like this. You get 4 colors that are glittery, and they're not super pigmented for the price of the quad. And for me, I would think that I would feel like these pans would be a little bit bigger. I mean, these are the size of, I don't even know what, maybe they're the same size. They might be a little bit bigger than that, but I would feel like they would be maybe the Tom Ford size, just to give you a little bit extra. And it's hard for me to work with colors that are all shimmery and glittery. Like, I would like to see maybe 2 mattes and 2 like frosty colors, or something where you could just take this with you on the go and you don't need to worry about having other products or other colors with you to try to make an eye look. So that would be my only gripe. So for that reason, I'm giving it kind of a mediocre review. I mean, I like it. I don't think I would buy one myself. I just don't love this palette. This is the Viseart Sultry Muse. So I have the mattes, which I think is hands down worth the money. I didn't put it in this video, and I haven't been using it as much as I've been using these, but I've hardly used this. I think I've used it once, and I've had it for over a year. And I think it's just because, like, the quality, like, this is $70, and the quality that you're getting isn't fantastic. Like, it's not like the matte shades. The matte ones, I think everybody should have in their collection, get it at the VIB sale or something, but this just does not wow me at all. For me, I would not waste your money on this particular one. I don't think it's that great. I really don't. So those are like my palettes, hits and misses. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think below, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.